Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring a lot of new makeup. There have been so many releases recently and a few have caught my eye. Not all, but a few have caught my eye, including this Hermes bronzer. The trickiest part of this, I think, was finding the shade that would work. So I picked one up based on undertone. So I picked up the shade Atlas, which looks a little bit light, but let's see how it works. And then I picked up, based on your recommendation, a lip shade by Cle De Peau. This is called the Rouge Creme, and it's in 203 Heliconia. I also picked up 3 of the new Victoria Beckham eyeshadow sticks. You know how much I love eyeshadow sticks. I've got Pecan, Caramel, and also Bottle Green. And Merit Beauty was kind enough to send me a couple of their products here. I have one of their cheek shades in one of the new shades they offer. This is in the shade Fox. I think I've tried on almost all of their cheek shades. And then we also have this lip product, which I have not tried before, and the shade is Fashion. It's the prettiest berry tone. So if you haven't tried either of these products or want to try any Merit products, shipping is free on anything over $40, and I'll leave my link below. I'll show you right here as well, but it'll be linked below. So if this is your first order from Merit Beauty, you'll receive the signature bag, and for any orders over $40, shipping is free. I also followed your tip on using these 2 products, so thank you so much for the tip. I'll show you that in action, as well as revisiting this palette by Chanel, which I think suits me better just as a blush palette. But we'll see how all of this works together, so let's go ahead and get started. There seem to be a lot of particles in the air, some pollen and other things. So my eyes are a little irritated. The eye drops are not working as well as they normally do, so if there's a little bit of redness to my eyes, that's why. This is a Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops that I've been testing out just in the middle of the face right here. And today I'm going to feature something that you told me about. So I can't remember who let me know. Please let me know if it was you. You let me know that you've been combining these 2 and then applying all over the face, which I thought that's such a great idea. I don't know why I didn't try it. I love this all over my face when it's a little bit warmer and I have more of a tan. It's more of my actual natural shade. This can also be used all over the face, but it was a little bit light for me, so it makes sense to blend them together. So this, again, is the Anti-Aging Face Tint by CHANTECAILLE, and this is the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint by CHANTECAILLE. So we're gonna blend them together. I've really been enjoying this combination. Yeah, so thank you for sending along those tips, because I really enjoy trying out all of the things that you've discovered as well. So I'm just taking both of them. They look like this. Here's the Rose Glow Face Tint, and oh, see, that's the Victoria Beckham pencils. I actually tried them on earlier. I washed my hand, and they don't move. So if you're looking for a eyeshadow stick that doesn't move, we'll try them in a bit here. So I'm going to combine the 2 just like this, and let's apply. Wow, I think we could even go a little bit more with the Rose Glow, because that's even adding some color for me, isn't it? Yeah, it's just kind of playing with the balance of the color. So this is half with, and then this is without. So let me see if I can add a little bit more of the Rose Glow to this side, and let's see what a difference that makes. It's kind of like not a guessing game, but I'm still trying to figure out the ratio here of what works best for my skin tone. So I've added a little bit more of the Rose Glow on this side. I love the blurring effect of the skin tint anyway, and then the Rose Glow gives a lovely glow without being too much. This melts into the skin really nicely too, so it's not sitting on top of the skin. Let me add a little bit of the Rose Glow Face Tint more towards the center, go under the eye as well. And this was out of stock for a little while, and I think recently came back into stock, both of these. As you can see, I did add more of that glow to the center. You can really tell now, so it's a balancing act depending on how much glow you want. So we're gonna leave that there for now. It's a little more glowy than I like, but we're gonna add some concealers, of course. Regular concealing routine here, I'll go ahead and do some Cle De Peau on my dark spots, Chanel under the eye with a little bit of the La Prairie, and then we'll be back to finish everything together. I also went in with Chantecaille's Perfect Blur Powder and a brow, so the Chanel Duo I love and the Dior Onset Brow. Let's go in with bronzer. So I've got the Hermes bronzer here again. It's in 02 Atlas. This was really tricky to select because of the undertone. I wanted something more golden. The other ones looked red. So we're gonna try this on, and it looks a little light. Actually looks like my skin tone here. but I have high hopes for this. So I'm just gonna take this REPHR brush. It's number 19, and that's the shade that comes off of this. So let's see how this goes. We'll go on my forehead here. Oh, yeah, so whenever I'm in doubt about a shade, I'm looking at the undertone primarily, because if it's buildable, it will work. If it's the wrong undertone, but the right amount of depth, then it's still not gonna work. So that's why I'll tend to go for the more aligned undertone that I'm looking for. Ooh, that's a really pretty glow, and it's definitely visible on my skin tone. I'll show you here in a moment. This is a REPHR 19, by the way. So there it is. Oh, really pretty. Really pretty. I wonder how this compares with the Sizzly now, because it's reminding a little bit of the Sizzly. Beautiful golden tone here though. And this is 2, so there are some deeper shades than this. But again, I just wasn't sure about that reddish tone I was seeing in the other shades. That's really pretty. So the place I can tell whether it's really working or not is my forehead. So if it looks strange in terms of the depth, or like I said, the undertone, you're gonna see it right here, but I feel like it's a really good shade match for me. Okay, I'm just gonna sweep it here. So I'm gonna use some eyeshadow sticks today. Has a nice natural like satiny finish to it. Beautiful. So I like the appearance of this bronzer, very natural looking. Beautiful. Oh yay, I was really afraid I picked the wrong shade, but I think I picked the right shade. Just a really quick eye with these Victoria Beckham. If you saw my vlog, I unboxed them, I tried them out really quickly. So what I remember is that they were able to just be blended very seamlessly as well as quickly, and that it also seemed to set. Pecan. And this is the matte shade, and we're just gonna build a crease here, just like this. You can see the intensity there available in case you want to build this up. That was fast, okay. Same thing. I did not prime my eyes today. Typically with the eyeshadow stick, I don't prime or don't feel the need to prime. And then I think I probably really need to remember to apply the cap when I'm done. Okay, going in next with green, going in next with Bottle Green. This has a little bit of glow to it, more of a khaki shade. Take my clean hands and just smudge that really quickly. Then let's go in with Caramel. It has a little bit of a glow to it. I'm gonna add it right to the center. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll add mascara and a little concealer on the sides, and let's see where we are. Okay, let's go ahead in with a little bit of Caramel right underneath as well. And we can intensify a little bit later if we want with that Bottle Green, but that's a really pretty eye. We'll go in with this product first, and then I think we might finish off with a powder, but this one's by Merit, and it's the Flush Balm in one of their new shades, Fox. And I've had a few different shades of theirs. It comes in this beautiful gold packaging, and this is what it looks like. So let's take this on the cheek, and you get a nice glow with this. I'm just gonna keep it though right here, a little bit higher. Fox is described as a warm taupe. So I'm just gonna use this Merit brush here to get that in the skin. I'm just gonna keep it higher because it is a creamier consistency. I'm just gonna keep it away from my concealer, but you can see the shade there. It's lovely. It's very, very easy product to use, especially if you don't have to worry about concealer up front like I do. I just would swipe it on if I could and just be done. That's what I love about Merit products. So simple to use, beautiful result. I just have to be a little bit careful of these concealed areas. But that's how it looks on the skin. Really natural. They also sent over this lip product in their signature lip. I haven't actually tried any of the Merit lip products before. No, just kidding. I've tried the one that is like a lip oil, but I haven't tried this before, this lipstick. And this is in the shade Fashion, which looks like a really pretty berry tone. Oh, pretty. That's really pretty. It says it's a lightweight lipstick and Fashion is described as a soft berry. Oh yeah, that's the kind of tone I like if it's gonna be a little bit more dramatic. Yeah, and this feels really comfortable. Very even application, beautiful. So I wanted you to see this on the Merit products because we're gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna also try on the Cle De Peau lip today, but I do want to show you these lovely products. Okay, well, that's just the staying power of that Merit lip product because I've gone in with some makeup remover, I put some lip balm on, tried to remove a little bit more, but yeah, it does have some staying power. So I thought we'd go in with the Cle De Peau. This is the Rouge Creme 203 Heliconia. So many of you told me about this one and I wanted to try it, so we'll do this and then we'll figure out the blush based on how this looks. Lovely packaging with a gold on the side. Definitely brighter than I expected it to be. Does have quite a bit of pigment to it, nice and hydrating. Between like a lipstick and a gloss feeling. Trying to decide what blush to pair with this. I'm glad I put this on first because I thought it was going to be pinker than this. Like if you look at it like this, it looks much warmer on my skin tone than it does here. Looks like it would be pinker. I think that's gonna change how I'm gonna approach this blush. So this is the Chanel blush palette, or the blush and eye palette that I tried as a blush and an eye, but I didn't love it as an eye. So I wonder if it was marketed like a blush palette just by itself, if it would have done better. I don't know, but to me it's not an eye thing, but it's like the Valentino blush product. That's a blush and eye also, a cheek and eye product, but I only use it for blush. So let's go ahead with a little bit of the deepest shade here. Just gonna take a little bit of that dark. This is right on top of that Merit product. Let's go in with this lighter shade now. That's in medium. That's a lot of blush. So if you're new here, my fix-it is this product. It's the Perfect Blur Powder by CHANTECAILLE. And I just buff everything in with this and it makes everything better. So just kind of sweeping around the exterior. First of all, to soften the line between where blush begins and ends. And then also it takes down the intensity and then I can just go like this. It's like it's been airbrushed. That's why I love this so much, because if you don't apply makeup perfectly the first time, this really helps fix anything that may have gone awry, or if it's too glowy. Like it's a little too glowy over here and this really just helps out a lot. So you can see why I love this so much. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so then let's go and intensify really quickly. Okay, taking this BK Beauty 204, I'm gonna go ahead and use this as an eye liner in bottle green. Just taking some on the end there. Quick run through on the products, starting with this bronzer. I think I picked the correct shade, again, based on undertone. I just think the other shades will not work as well for me because they're gonna be too red. Let me know what you think, but I was really happy with this more golden tone that was offered with Atlas. It does look like it's buildable as well, but I can definitely see it on my face. It's not like it disappeared and became like a powder. It was definitely a bronzer. And then for the lip, I'm gonna say this is more of like a summer color for me because it's quite bright. I think I just have to get used to it because I've been wearing a lot of berry tones. This is a lovely formula. It feels really hydrating. It just, when I looked at the color offerings, they looked really bold and bright, which is not necessarily my taste when it comes to lip shades. But if you're interested in this, this is a really pretty one. It has get a little bit more warmth than it appears here. Let me know if you want wear tests on these. And the eyeshadow sticks, lovely. So I played with them really quickly. I loved playing with them again today. I do wish that their colors were a little bit more less neutral, I'm gonna say. I know we love a good neutral eye, but I think eyeshadow sticks look really pretty when they're like a green green or a blue blue or really vivid. I know that there's some other colors like fashion colors she has in there, but I also don't know if I would use those either. Like I wish this green had a little bit more green than just a khaki color. I do want to do a wear test compared to the Bobbi Brown and Laura Mercier because these feel different to me. I do like the weight of the packaging here as well. It's a little bit more luxurious feeling than the other ones. They're a little bit lighter weight feeling. Do let me know what other shades I should try because I know that many of you picked these up as well and are loving them. This palette works out as a blush palette better for me than an eye and blush palette or eye and cheek palette just because I don't wear these colors on my eyes, but I do want to show you the bronzer difference. So there's even still some red in this Chanel bronzer versus this Hermes. That's how warm this one is. So if you are looking for that and it's a little bit harder to find a warm bronzer, for me at least, I see a lot of red bronzers out there. This one's lovely. Then the Merit Colors, a lovely taupey understated shade. If you love this product already, you know how nice it is, how easy it is to use, and how natural the finish is. Really is beautiful for more dry skin as well. My mom really loves this product. Her skin is more dry here, so this product helps make that area look healthy and plump. So if you want some glow without a highlighter, I think this is really lovely. And then their lip shade, again, in this berry tone. Actually, let me just change it right now because I really liked it. I don't know, maybe I prefer it to this. Changing the lip definitely changes up the overall look here. So I think the Cle De Peau is more fun, but this shade is more sophisticated, the one by Merit in fashion. So thank you so much, Merit, for sending those products over. Again, if you have not ordered from Merit before, your first order comes with that signature bag, and any orders over $40 is free shipping. And again, I will leave my link below for you. And let me know if you've tried any of these products, what you think of them. Leave us information, especially about the Cle De Peau. I think because of the shades, I think they're a little hard to determine what do you love in these shades, as well as this bronzer. Let us know what you think of the bronzer and the shade that works for you, as well as your foundation shade if you purchased one that really, really worked for you, because I think it's such a beautiful finish, really natural looking, but I think the tricky part is, again, shade selection. So please let us know in the comment section below. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.